Gotta get my microphone attached to my t-shirt, 'cause I didn't wear a button up, and I can't hide it inside my shirt. Oh my goodness, I screwed up the cord, I gotta fix it. Oh yeah, 'cause it's cocktail time. Hi. Today we're making a, there's the camera. Hi camera. Today we're making a bit of a classic. We're making a whiskey sour. And it's another one of those 3-ingredient cocktails. But with the addition of a couple of things, we can really take it up a notch. So basic sour is whiskey, lemon juice, and sugar, simple syrup. You shake it up, pour it over. You can pour it over the rocks, pour it over ice, or you can serve it straight up. I'm going to serve mine straight up today. But it really isn't a sour to me. That's like, it really isn't a sour to me if it doesn't include egg white. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, you're going to put egg in my cocktail, Tom? What are you thinking? Are you mad? Chances are, if you ever got a drink that had a foamy head on it and didn't have pineapple juice in it, it had an egg in it. Or at least the egg white. We won't use the yolk until the holidays when we make eggnog. But yeah, so, but my favorite whiskey drink is still the straight up, old fashioned. So I'm going to tweak my sour here, but as a base, you just know that we're going to use 2 ounces of whiskey, about an ounce to 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, depending upon how sour you want it, and 3/4 of an ounce to an ounce of 1-to-1 simple syrup, depending upon how sweet you want it. But I like an old fashioned, which has Angostura Bitters and orange, an orange peel on it. So I'm going to mix mine up a little bit, but yeah, but I'll put the description of a real of the proper one in the description there on the website on YouTube there, down below, and then I'll include my additional stuff that I added if it's good. I have no idea. So let's make it. This is your shake and drink, and we're going to start with our lemon juice. So we're going to start with the inexpensive ingredients first, so that, you know, if we screw it up. So let's go ahead and we're going to put in, I'm going to put in, Mr. Egg can go over here, 3/4 of an ounce. That one's a little big. Oh, it's because I'm putting it in, goes in that one. 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Actually, I think I'm going to do, because I'm going to add orange, and I don't want too much citrus, I'm going to do 1/2 an ounce of lemon juice. But you would put in like about 3/4 of an ounce. Okay, so let's do that. 3/4 of an ounce. Now we're going to do the orange, which is not a requirement. Again, I'm just mixing mine up a little bit because, you know, you don't have to drink this. I have to drink this. There's my, so I'm just gonna squeeze the crap out of this, and that should be plenty of juice. Yeah, there we go. Let's put that over there. Boom. Okay, that's also gonna add a little bit of sweetness. And then I'm gonna put a 1/2 an ounce of simple syrup. Okay. And now, here comes the part that you've all been waiting for, the egg, after I throw a dash of this in here. Because this is not a requirement, I'm just, again, I like it, so I'm gonna, think of bitters as like your salt and pepper for your drinks. It's like your seasoning. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our egg, I'm gonna crack it on a flat surface to help me get a nice clean cut all the way around. And then I'm just gonna open it up gently and let the egg white fall in as I toss the yolk back and forth. That's enough egg white. There we go. You really only need like 1/2 an ounce of egg white. or a whole egg white, it's fine. And we're not going to put ice in this yet because we really want to shake this up without ice to create put as much air into that egg white as possible and get as much foaming as we can, because that's what's going to create the wonderful silky head on the top of our drink, as well as grab that wonderful mouthfeel to the rest of the cocktail. So we're going to pour this in here and just give it a good. And because there's no ice in here, when we shake this, the ice is the cold is what creates that seal. But because there's no ice in here, it might very well like squirt and get gross on you. So I always just cover it up to kind of play it safe. And we're going to shake this a good long while because we want to get as much air in there as possible. I shouldn't have done those push-ups this morning. This is killing me. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're going to take a look. Oh yeah, you can't see it, can you? Yeah, you can't see it. It's really foamy. That's what we want. Okay, and now we're gonna drop a big old hunk of ice in there, and this is gonna create that cold, but it's gonna make it cold. It's gonna dilute it a little bit. It's gonna break up in there, and it's gonna take this, it's gonna make it cold like we want to drink it. So we're gonna go a little bit slow at the beginning, and then speed up as it builds that seal. And again, I added just that one big hunk of ice instead of a bunch of ice because I wanted to help still put more air into that egg. Let's get this as foamy as possible. Okay, so now we're going to double strain this because we don't want any ice chunks in here that may have broken off to get into the cocktail, and that might ruin our beautiful head. So we're gonna double strain this. Did I add my whiskey? I don't think I added my whiskey. Take two. That is hysterical. That's the color I was looking for. There we go. I forgot the booze. I got so hung up on all the extras I was putting in there that I left out the primary ingredient. Because I'm awesome like that. Let's get you out of the way. Okay, and so for garnish, I don't really think we need that much garnish, but I think we could go ahead and we could add maybe a couple of drops, 2 or 3 drops here of Angostura Bitters right at the top. And then we can like take a cocktail skewer and just make a little pretty pattern with it. Yeah, there we go. All right. My old-fashioned-y sour. Cheers. That's really good. Yeah, I think I say that's really good in every episode, but maybe I just like drinking. No, that's really good. It isn't too sweet. The whiskey I used isn't also too sweet. This is, you could use a sweeter one. I mean, we're in Indiana, we're in the Middle West, we can use bourbon. Traditionally I would use a rye, but you know, when in the Midwest. I use this Featherbone, the Journeyman Distillery Featherbone bourbon whiskey. It was given to me by a friend, and it's not bad. not bad at all. Yeah, I would say my I don't really get the notes that you would normally get from an old fashioned in here, because I mean I threw a bunch of sugar and stuff in there, a bunch of like juice in there too. But the Angostura adds a nice note to the nose of it, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so it's a success. It's a classic cocktail. Can't really go wrong with one of these if you serve these to a friend, especially if they like whiskey. But again, you could switch out the liquor you want, and very similar cocktail. Maybe we do it with tequila, and it's like a margarita. But then we could throw that egg white in there and maybe put orange bitters instead of Angostura bitters on top, and there you have it. It's like a tequila sour. We're tweaking the margarita recipe at that point. But yeah, I hope you try it with whiskey or with whatever spirit you like. That's all I got today. I'm gonna eat this orange. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go to work. Let's talk a minute. I hate working from home. That's what I'd say.